I'm not talking to you now.
Beatles,
Just
Beatles.
tickle myself. I'm like, oh. Mr. Wave. You literally legs, arms, and a head. What the fuck? Oh my god! Firing blanks.
Mine. I spoke that.
Please you can, and boom. Oh. I pressed a random button and it was the button for this thing I'm already on. We offered Side-Eye Guy's asshole up to the incubus/succubus. Nothing happened to his bumhole.
It's a noxious odour and it smells pretty rotten, and I've got a strong suspicion it's coming from your bottom.
I get brown and pink mixed up. Fuck off. No, 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 no. Marilyn Monday. I saw that video. Happy birthday, Mr. Beardo. And chat of sorting laundry, so much laundry. Christmas Day. We're ending in 10 minutes. Turkey battle cry. Beardo looks like a white camp Mr. T. A pitbull. CRL, if you clip that,
Oh, Beardo!
Fuck
Hello,
you.
chat. I was about to write in the chat, buongiorno.
Scared the shit out of me shouting that loud. Look at this shit. It's in line with my nipples. They're lower than my nipple. Where's my nipples gone? Gun is firing peanuts! Peanuts!
Fire him with your penis, Beardo!
Side-Eye Guy. He's that posh. He's like James Bond, but with a sock. I've been stunned. Good evening, Beardo's Weirdo. I just say my own name wrong. Good evening, Beardo's Weirdos, Boils and Ghouls. How is everybody doing? Professional streamer. Start again. Start again. Beardo's Weirdos, Boils and Ghouls. Did it right that time? I hope.
Piss off, ghost!
Hello, 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 hello. 3 minutes early. It's 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock. Not a blouse. It's a shirt. A shirt. Did it sound? I've unmuted. You're 30 seconds behind me. You're 30. Grow up. You grow up.
I bloody love pineapple on a pizza.
Would you like them apples? Ever the professor? Yeah, bloody noob on mute. I don't know why I pressed that. Hello there, Christian. Need that shirt in your life. This was sent to me by Kestrel Pat. It's epic. Check out this other one. I'll grab it now. They're going to be in a video later this week. Can I get a birthday week? Victoria H, happy birthday to you. Of course you can. Thank you very much. What was that? 13 months. Let's go. This is the other shirt that came. UFOs and a putty cat. How was the Halloween investigation? It was different. It was obviously I went as part of an event and I was kind of a guest at the event, which was cool. But they made sure I was on a team with people that had been on events before, and initially not much investigating was done because they were pulling equipment out and asking me and Mike from Real Evidence, what do we think of the equipment? We gave our honest opinions, and they were like, right, cool. But we understand it's an event, and, you know, they've got to make it entertaining for people. And to be fair, the stuff they did before asking us questions, they were saying things like, none of it's scientific proof. None of it is, you know. But when they got those cat balls out, I'm pretty sure they heard both me and Mike. The eyes just roll back in our head. But no, it was a good event. Really nice people. There was a few people there that were a bit over enthusiastic that everything was a ghost. Everything. But it was good. We were sort of separated off with a team that knew a little better. So it was a lot of fun. And then when everyone else had gone home, we did get the run of the building for a bit. So yeah, beautiful building. I'd absolutely love to be able to go back there on my own, or, you know, me and Mike go back there, because I don't like to say these things, but there could be something to that building. Strange experiences there, to the point where sounds like a typical ghost event, that, to be fair. Yeah, but they were a lot more open to debunkings and stuff. But me and Mike were upstairs. I haven't checked the footage yet to see if I've got it, but there was a very, very strange sound, and something happened to me that hasn't happened in a long, long time. I didn't want to turn around. I literally did that. Oh, I just had this feeling that something was stood behind me, looking over me just after this. Oh, it was horrible. Obviously, there was nothing there, but me and Mike were both on edge. And then I jumped again because Mike moved his camera and it caused a shadow behind me on the wall. So, yeah, it was a good location. I think it warrants a return visit. But obviously with more cameras and stuff, because I only took one camera knowing it was an event. I didn't want to be leaving cameras everywhere and then get people scratching their balls and stuff. Beck Keynes, thank you for the 30 Australian dollars. Thank you very, very much. Halloween is dead. Hey, anyone that thinks Halloween is dead, go to a housing estate in Cardiff on Halloween. Me and Mike couldn't believe it. There were crowds of people dressed up, knocking doors, trick-or-treating, massive skeletons hanging out of the gardens and stuff. It looked like we were in America. It was pretty... This estate is called Llanrumney, or it's an estate in Llanrumney. They were loving Halloween down there. The kids were screaming and running riot. That was cool. Really good to see. Right, let's do the participants a bit quick. So tonight we have Bristol Paranormal Hunters. See you Saturday. Adam Shaw, Adam WBA, Amy and Ozzy, Andrew Hills, Arts of Craft Lady, Aaron Octavia. Victoria H, thank you for the gifted membership. Andrew Hills, thank you for the £10. Hey, Beard, I tried to watch Most Haunted latest offering. As soon as I saw Fred Bat in it, I was done. He looked like he was playing... Do you know what? People sent me... I had about 10 people send me the Most Haunted new video, and I'm like, yeah, that was about 10 years ago. That video is a re-upload from the TV network. Aaron Octavia, Beck Keynes, Bean Sawyer, Big Max Golf, Blue Sky Lissa, Boohoo, Bucky, Cass McDonald, Catherine Lawrence, Kerry Phillips, Chris Banks, Chris Yule, Christian, Craig Adams, Danny the Ghost Quad, Daniel Rutter, Dark Angel, Gothic Vampire, Deb M, Diane Quinney, DM Baby Girl, Double K, Ghost in Chat, Giuseppe Stromboli, Granny Dumpling, Erwin, Jan R, Janine McCauley, fucker, balls that up every week. I'm so sorry, Janine. Jennifer Taylor, Jolene. Pinky, thank you for the 7 months. The ghost shirt's awesome, right? I nearly wore it on the investigation, but I think it glows in the dark. No, you can't, Naomi Moist. John Boy Patton, Judith, June Moonchild, Kel H. Kells, King in Yellow, Chris, Kristin Jorgensen, Laura Lee, Mags McLeod, Mama Geek, hello, beautiful mother-in-law, Mammy Rice? Mammy Rice? Not my mum's name. Mary Rice, Matt Lyons, Megan Behind Blue Eyes, Mgal, Matt, Midnight Paranormal UK. Here's some new names in the chat. Let's go. Mike James, Monique D, Mgal, Mike O, with the 5 gifted. Mr. Great. Dan Alf, you a video. Fair play. Monique D, Morgan, Mystic Mimo, Naomi Barbie Clark, Noodles, Pinky, Real Evidence Paranormal, Richard Larson, Richard Watt, Roger Bowen, Shadow, a Splat the Road Cat Kill. No, Roadkill Cat. Susan Horby, Ghost Squad, Paranormal Monkey, the Bandana Nana, Tiger Jordan, Victoria H. Bryan, the Kitty Vixen Moo, Wendy Shells, William Wheeland, Wilderness Degree, Will to write some weird fox. Oh, what a strange weekend it's been. Strange weekend. So, if you didn't know, both myself and Mike from Real Evidence have been hit with copyright strikes. I know you're watching. Apparently, if you say his name, if you say the channel name, if you say his wife's name or fiance's name, so you're not allowed to say Spectral Paranormal, Andy, or what's his name? Mark. That's important. Is for his name. If you say any of those names, he will copyright strike you. If you use an image of him that's off a public platform, he will sue you. He is suing me and Mike from Real Evidence for a video that I did 10 months ago that he called me a fucking transvestite bearded hoe over. June Moonchild, thank you for the $5. I really appreciate it. Wait, you got a strike? I know Real Evidence got 2. He's got a new one. Yeah. Real Evidence's strikes from Dark Arts have gone because you only get 10 days now to answer with notice of legal action. And obviously, Dark Arts wasn't going to use legal notifications. So me and Mike have both... I've gone a step further. I have not only put in my counterclaim, I have asked YouTube to reverse the claim because it's made with militia. I've never done it before. I never wanted to do it before. But this guy abused the shit out of me for days and days and days. 10 months ago when I made the video. And now he's decided to copyright strike me. So I'm like, right, fuck it. So I've gone through the YouTube legal team. I've gone for the bullying, the hate speech against transsexual people. He dropped the F-bomb, not fuck, the other F-bomb at me. And he used some other slurs. So all the evidence on my channel, the threats against me, the threats against Mike, have all been sent from... I think Mike is doing the same thing as me. So, good luck to him. Dark Angel, thank you for another $1 there. The white ghosts look like marshmallows. Thank you, Dark One, for the 9 months. At least they don't look like full condor. Done it to myself now, haven't I? Yeah, Mike's... I probably shouldn't have said anything. But Mike's copyright strikes from Dark Arts have gone. You only get 10 days now, and if you don't prove to YouTube within 10 days that you were taking us down the legal route, they'll chuck... Dark Angel, thank you for the $1. Hey, partner in crime, I'm taking it further too. Yeah, it's... I'm gonna... I believe me, Mike is singing from the same hymn sheet here that he needs to be made an example out of. A, for his hateful, nasty, disgusting comments. And he's abusing the copyright law. And I've researched it quite heavy. My mods have seen the video that I got coming out tomorrow. Mike has seen the video I got coming out tomorrow. And, yeah. For him to sue me in the UK, and then for him to sue Mike in the UK, he is looking at 50 grand per person. Per case. 50 grand to sue Mike, 50 grand to sue us, then his legal fees. Daniel Green, thank you for the £2. My boys say Spectral Paranormal are poo-poo heads. Smart kids. Stupido, he's thrown on copyright strikes like Christmas presents, he needs to know how I feel. The thing is, the fact he hit me 10 months later, after I'd already reported him for all the stuff he said, and he was the guy that asked me to look at his channel. You guys remember him? Every week we were going live. Check out my channel, I can speak to the dead. You'll never see evidence quite like mine. And then when I looked, I was like, what's this cack? You can't ask somebody to look at your footage and then it'd be this. Smash that like button and the subscribe. Thank you, Dark Angel. Thank you for the $2 as well. I've never wanted to reverse a strike on someone. I thought about it. Because I've been hit with more strikes than you guys will ever be aware of. At one point, I was sat on 2 strikes from Barry Guy, and I never said anything because another one, I'm gone, and somebody could have gone, "Whoo!" Just clicked it that once, you know. Audio stream, thank you for the $10. The machine I work with every day broke a couple of days ago. It's Beardo's fault. It's also my fault that somebody's son got scammed 2 years before I had a channel. Been a week. And all this came, what? 2 days? 2 days after I said drama. You know, I'm staying away from it. I've been staying away from it. I've been really good about it. I didn't have to do shit this time. So you're not allowed to make fake copyright strikes. You're not, which is why we're going for it. Well, that's the person I remember him in chat. Yeah, he nagged us for ages. And 3 other people have debunked him as well. Yes, you can have a panned.
You've been panned.
I know it says sour on it, but Jesus. Whew, the sugar rush. That letter was nuts. If I'd read all of the comments, because they were every bit as long as that one comment, I believe that video would still be going now. Spent £40 on a Who Cult Donuts, Beardo's fault. They're good though, isn't they? They are good. They're getting tougher on harassment, breaches of law, communication, social media, copyright is the add-on. Yeah, I mean, this guy has been disgusting. He's threatened Mike as well now. Physically threatened Mike. And then he turned up on my Facebook earlier. And he threatened me on there. Deleted the threat and then put something still threatening, but more mildly amusing threatening. And I'm like, I screenshotted it before, and then he took that down as well. And then left another one that was even less. Ah. Oh, Will to Right, stop having accidents, will you? Bob Connor, please wish Bob a happy birthday for tomorrow. Thank you for the £2. Bob, happy birthday for tomorrow. Thank you for the bag you made Mrs. Geek for her birthday. That is fucking phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Kelly, you've come a long way with your leatherwork. Kelly, thank you for the $5. Just want to say I'm looking forward to more of your adventure videos. Love seeing the Tudor videos. My mum loved them as well. There will be more. I just got to try and get out. So I've got the Jamaica in this week. The week after, I've got Gone. I've got an investigation the week after as well. There's an investigation video coming out on Wednesday. Me and my nephew, we went... Remember he came on stream and said about a bunker? It turns out it wasn't a bunker, it was a sentry box. But him and his mates had set up camp in a sentry box, and he had an experience there. He doesn't think it was a ghost, but he wanted my opinion on it. I'd gone over there, we filmed for a couple of hours. I was like, it's a bit shit here, to be fair. But we had some fun and some banter, and I'm going to keep as much of that in the video as I can. Oh yeah, 4 crosses. I got the 4 crosses the week after with real evidence. I believe staffies are going, and 3 spires. Wayne Dawson, hello to you. So, yeah. I was in the video, and there's a couple of little bits in there, and I'm like, what was that? Can't be. Boost the audio, fuck. Probably nothing. But it was a little bit of excitement because it both kind of goes along with his claim. Who does Mary love? Cock. Bristol would say.
Mary loves Dick. Mary loves Dick. Mary loves Dick.
Watford Billy, good evening. Good evening, PTD. That'll be a good night at the 4 crosses. I mean, I've been there before. Beautiful building. Fucking cold overnight, though. Not as cold as the Ancient Ramin. But yeah, I'm going with some good people. There's less of us than last time. Last time it was 12. Maybe 14 of us. And it was more of a meet and greet between all these different teams. And Purple. Purple was there. Carnage. Good evening to you. Nothing but Elliot. Ghost Quad, good evening to you. Take a gas mask to the 4 crosses. This stinks there outside and in. See, last time I went, it actually it stunk of cow shit last time, but only outside. Inside I didn't notice it. Are there any tickets left for January with Mr. Felix? It's been moved to the 7th of February. And the tickets haven't gone on sale yet. But as soon as they go on sale, I'll go live and announce it. No, Dude Bro happened at a World War II bunker down in Dorset with the Dorset Paranormal lads. At one point in the Dude Bro video, you see me looking. It's because one of the guys from Dorset was supposed to run past, pretending to be a demon. But the issue old Colin had was he couldn't stop laughing and forgot to run into shot. Yeah, guys telling me about Most Haunted's new episodes, they're not. They're re-uploads from stuff that was on the TV. You can tell because Fred Batt, the demonologist, is in the videos. And they all fell out years ago. As McDonald, thank you for the $4.99. I see my Haunted covered Pendle Hill from Halloween after Sam and Colby. Can I get a Negan as I've had a shit week? Door kicked in. Really? Sorry to hear that.
Hot diggity, hot diggity, this kind of thing that just tickles my balls. Hot diggity, hot diggity, this kind of thing that just tickles my balls.
I bought a Doberman pup today and I've named him Beardo, and now I have 3: Bonnie, Fonzie, and Beardo. Let's go, Erwin! I believe that's the 3rd pet that's named after me. I know there's a cat in Canada named after me, and I think there's a dog in the UK named Beardo as well. Which is fucking bizarre, but so amazing. I'd fun at my first Haunted investigation on October the 30th. Hey, let's go, DM baby girl. Do you enjoy it? I mean, if you're not an investigator, if you just want to go out and go into a reportedly haunted location and have a laugh, the events are fine. The events are absolutely fine. If you want to go and have a serious investigation, not so much. But I'll be fair, the company that I worked with called That's the Spirit, they were very good. Very good.
Dude, bro! Dude! Bro! Demons! Demons, bro! Murders! We've caught a ghost!
Latest Tiger Jordan, you've got a cat named Fonzie. Hey. You're fucking banned for that, mate.
You've been panned.
I couldn't think of a cool name, and then I thought of you, so happy days. Hey. The Fonz. I watched Mr. Gray's video earlier today. It was about an hour ago. But he does the history of the Stanley Hotel, but I mean, his uncle does. He makes me laugh. And I've started playing this game in Mr. Gray videos where I'm like, where's Animal? Where's Animal? He turned up a lot in that video. Named my dog after you. It's called Just for Men. Thanks, Justin. I appreciate you.
Oh, fucking twat.
I've been on some ghost hunts, and damn, people don't know what a breeze, and they call me boring for pointing out the obvious. Yeah, the staff were very good in regards to breezes, electrical interferences, and certain pitfalls they knew about the building that they were telling, you know, paying customers, which is good. They do things like the human pendulum. They looked at me and they were like, what do you think of that? I was like, bin it. Just don't do it. It's shit. However, if you want to make it more interesting, stick the Estes earphones on them, blast them with white noise, put a mask on them, then ask questions. And then if they start rocking and answering questions you know the answers to, that's quite impressive. But, you know, they were willing to learn. They took it on board, and she was like, oh, we're going to do that, we're going to do that. And it still isn't scientific, but it's better. And it probably looks more appealing to the audience around as well. Because I couldn't do a ghost hunting event. Because it would be like, meet and greet, and hello, how are you? Right, we're going to do the talk. This is the building, this is the history. Right, stand there, shut the fuck up, and nobody say anything. Is there anyone there? Whose stomach was that? Fuck. Are we doing another Why False Tuesday? I love those. We can do. Human pendulum. Yeah. It's not anything I want any part in. It was bizarre to watch, to be fair, because this woman was clearly answering her niece. And it was like, of course she's tipping. She knows the answers. I think there was more than just spirits there. I think there was jinn involved. I took my daughter first ghost hunt later this month. I'm sure I'll be doing some serious eye rolling too. Yeah, I wish my nephew... I think my nephew Dan out ghost hunting, and he kind of does this. Waves his camera around, something will freak him out, and he'll go, it's not a ghost though, is it? And just carry on. He's kind of boring, except for this video, because he heard the fox scream for the first time ever. And bless his little face, the fear in him. So I've put it into slow motion at the end of the video for telling everyone I shat myself last year. Over 300 people watching, let's go. Wouldn't the Estes method be better one in one room and pretty much the exact opposite? Yeah, oh, Dandalf, I did the Estes method in this building. I couldn't hear shit. I could hear the bass of a man's voice, but I couldn't hear what he was saying. I just did it to see if something would come through. But what I was saying is, while they're doing the human pendulum and people can hear the questions, it makes it nil and void. So Estes them at the same time. Mix the two experiments, or the two methods. They're not methods, but you know what I mean. And eliminate some things and have it still be a cool thing for guests on these events. Really loud firework? Yeah, I can hear them. Yeah. Jamaica Inn, I'm going on Saturday. What or how does human pendulum work? Basically, stand in a circle, and then they do this white light thing. Not a trance, like grounding yourself, they call it, and a protection thing. Not anything I believe in, but me and Mike we both said we're going to be fully invested and take part in everything. Mike did a Ouija board, for fuck's sake. He doesn't do Ouija boards, but he had to go, you know? You're all in a circle, you do your grounding thing, and then they talk about if somebody feels like, you know, they sway in or anything, it could be the sign of a spirit. And this woman stood next to me goes, borderline butts the floor. Why is Possum Pete got a dress up? He hasn't. Hey, Pete. I can tell him.
I bloody love pineapple on a pizza.
I wish my desk was that clean. The human pendulum's absolute bollocks. I completely agree. Thank you for the £2, Jennifer, but it's not a dress. Did you get a wet Halloween over? Yeah, it was pissing down, but we were in a fair play building. Was lovely and warm. The tea, coffee, biscuits, and mini rolls. Mini rolls. Chris Williams, of course you can. Look how polite you are.
Hot diggity, hot diggity, this kind of thing that just tickles my balls. Hot diggity, hot diggity, this kind of thing that just tickles my balls.
I haven't seen the human pendulum thing before. Do you hang on a rope? No, you just stand there. And then they ask questions and you tip forward for yes, back for no. The woman that was on there, I'm not going to say too much because there was clearly some grief at play. And I think she was trying to make her niece feel better. And then wobbling, give answers to make her niece feel better. I think. But I didn't say anything. But the staff, they did put a stop to it because it was becoming blatant what was going on. So the staff put a stop to it and was like, anyone else, nobody else got any sort of wobbling or anything. So then they moved on to the next thing. Split us all up into groups. Yeah.
Oh, fuck off! Adorn me, Beardo! Fucking A! It's perfect!
Dandalf, your entire body. Entire body. Literally, she stood next to me. And he was like, does anyone feel like she's being pushed? And she did the following. Ooh! I shit you not. Yes, you can, Jennifer.
Mary loves Dick. Mary loves Dick. Mary loves Dick.
We went to Body swaying, yeah. Go to castle, didn't get any activity with War Castle. Yeah, this is the thing with these old historic places. Even if you get nothing, they look absolutely incredible. Now, I remember Lanrumney Hall from years ago when it was abandoned, all boarded up and stuff, because I tried to get in there. When I say try to get in, just walk in, you know. Dowsing rods, I don't rate anything that you've got to physically handle. Ouija board planchette, you got your hands on there, but I asked this at the event, and I'd like to ask Dandalf about this, to be fair. You've got the ideomotor effect, right? The ideomotor effect is your micro movements, and then your brain fills in the blanks. How come I have done, what, 4 or 5 Ouija boards this year now? And the planchette hasn't moved on a single one of them, including when I was out with DPI walking the weird and dead cold, and we're shivering on there, but it's still no sliding. Where is the ideomotor effect when skeptics are using a Ouija board? If you want to know more about dowsing and why I don't believe in them, Kenny Biddle did a fantastic video on, I think it's on the Centre for Inquiry channel. They did a fantastic episode on dowsing rods. Beardo, we have said the most haunted rooms, 4 and 5. Let's go! Raccoons are drama queen. Raccoons are trash pandas. I have an invite to Lep Castle coming up. Stay in the Oubliette. Hey, that's amazing. I'd love to go to Lep Castle. Fantastic. How you doing? It's because you're a bunch of relative skeptics doing a Ouija board. It won't work. But surely, with us being cold and shivering, it should start to go. So, Crease Storm, thank you for the 6 months. I was wondering what that noise was. It's the farts. Keep going, Beardo. Love the Facebook stuff. You took it to places couldn't go otherwise. Hey, appreciate that, Cree. I'm glad people enjoying the Facebook stuff and the little shorts from the horror streams. Because now I'm done with Twitch. I'm slowly downloading all of my clips, and then I'm going to put them up on Facebook, and I'm going to put some of them up on YouTube. But YouTube demonetize or block swearing on shorts, and when I jump scare, I swear. I grew up around old haunted houses, investigate super cool inside, playing all the outbuildings as a kid. Do you know what? There was a guy at this event, and I'm like, why the fuck have you paid for an event? Who said? Mike Rochets, thank you for the £5 beer. I'm gonna get a rar and a hello for my wife Lisa, please. Lisa, hello and rar. 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 Don't believe in any of that. Yeah, listen, I don't believe in any of it. I used to have a strong belief in Ouija boards because of an experience, but, you know, I was high-pissed in 16, so maybe 17. 16. Kel H, thank you for the 10 months, just for the tooth. Appreciate it, Kel H, thank you. Drum Blanket Jimmy, how are you doing? Who keeps popping? Wayne Dawson, it's you. Love to help my house is haunted. Oh, love to help my house is not haunted. I couldn't stop laughing. Cheers, Danny. This one actually did quite well. Danny Floss's appearance at the end got me. Danny Floss. Don't look at me. If you watch that back, you'll see me doing that because there were people outside my house. I stood in my living room with the curtains open, a big spotlight, a camera. There's a cowboy hat and a dust coat next to me. I'm shaking a voodoo doll and shouting at it, and I booted across the living room. Ever watched Exploring with Angelo before? I haven't, and with good reason. He works with Yasko. Yasko has admitted his fakery and puts for entertainment purposes on all of his videos. Angelo works with Yasko and maintains this real. So how can he be going out with a faker that is honest about his fakery, but do a real investigation and react to the same things that the faker is admitting to? Therefore, Angelo, follow the shit. You're welcome. Paid £20 to investigate. The overnight charge for 6 people, £175 total. Hey, that ain't bad. That ain't bad. Hey, Beardo, any more drama from the llama woman? Nothing. Beardo, you missed my message. I asked for Backstreet Boys. Well. No. Tell me why he ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why he ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say I want it that way. Horror, saw you live 2 years ago, November. Now look. You have been a massive help for this community. Obviously, you sent me gifts over. You've promoted everything I have done on Facebook. Everything I've ever done on YouTube over on your Facebook. You've been nothing but kind to me. I appreciate you, Horror. I still hate using your full channel name. Don't like calling my friends whore. Heard of mini dinosaurs at my door for Halloween. Thank you for the 26 months. Might go with the 31 months. Let's go. Beardo looking healthy. Is that chat for that? I know it's not coming from you, Mike. Oh! My voice cracked as I said, oh. Yes, you can have a Corvette.
Yes, we all know Mary likes it. Copy me. Ooh, ooh. Sorry, Carl. What was that?
Hi there, first time chatting but long time watching. We love your videos and street person that you are. Could you please say hi to my other half, Daz, please? Daz! Hello! Coming in, have a cup of tea, meet the missus. At the meet and greet, will you be selling signed fishing jackets? Absolutely not. Peter, how does it feel to be known as a public figure on Facebook? Jenny J, the only reason I paid for that, and I did pay for it, is 20 quid, is to stop accounts being recreated, and you get help if you get hacked and stuff. Because I had notifications a couple of weeks ago that somebody was trying to get into my Facebook account. I've got two-factor set up and random password generators and all that. Somebody was trying to hack into my Facebook, and it told me. They even reactivated my old Twitter account. Bastards. Glasgow, thank you for the £2. Good evening to you. Halloween is a lifestyle. I mean, apart from the little bits I put up in here for Halloween, all the horror stuff's out all year round. I love Halloween. This year was weird because I didn't do anything. Well, I went on a ghost hunt. I wanted to wear my Ghostbusters uniform, but I thought, oh, I can't go there being a guest and maybe they want me to be professional. They were like, oh, you should have. Damn it, Mr. Trick there. I think I might actually wear the Ghostbusters uniform every paranormal investigation I go on from now on. Spanch, hello to you. Wait, you can pay for Facebook now. I've been on there for 15 years. Basically, for pages, like mine's a content creator page, you can pay to get verified and get the tick next to your name, and it basically protects you from being cloned. It should be fucking free. But because I'm basically monetized on Facebook now, and I earn... I think I earned about £3 last month after paying for the verified. So it's 20 quid. I made about 3 quid. But still. You haven't got to do it. It's just, with it starting to grow, I don't want to risk losing it with people. People have tried to hack it. The verified thing. Yeah, I always said I wouldn't do it, but when it gets monetized and you get all these alerts that your account is, you know, somebody's been trying to log into. Jolene, who was with me. You know, I felt so bad for Jolene. The fucking knobhead. I'm unsubscribing to Beardo because Jolene tried to hack me. Jolene on occasion joins Discord calls with the wrong camera and we're looking at her dog. And she's hacking someone. Bollocks. Colin Paranormal Files actually watched and commented on my video, on my last video, because I said what he was saying was questionable. I was a small channel when Colin commented on mine, to be fair. Colin watches a lot of stuff. If you mention his name, he will come. All over his trousers. Sorry! He loves the sound of his own name being mentioned by anyone a little bit too much. It's good so people don't hack your accounts. Yeah, it's just an extra bit of protection, because I've got a lot of stuff on the Facebook Beardo page. Every single year we have a pumpkin painting contest at work for all departments. I do all the housekeeping department. Love Halloween. Nice. You have to legally protect... Yeah, I legally protect myself anyway. I've got content creator insurance and stuff now. I got insurance for the studio, insurance against copyright claims and copyright strikes. So if some idiot does decide to spend 50 grand to take me to court, don't come out of my pocket. Just up my premium a little bit. Beardo, you really did upset that lady. Oh man, my darling. Hey, I upset a lot of people, arts and craft lady, on a weekly basis. Currently being the nicest I've ever been. Still upsetting people. Punchable Nun, good to see you. Hello. Just in his pants. Yeah. Loves it though, doesn't he? Oh, Colin's fake. Oh, they said my name. I feel disgusting. Wrong. I think this comment has actually helped the video's performance. It probably does, because his fans will go and like his comment. Did you see Colton and Tanner have come back, but not with Mindseed? Ooh, that could be fun. Because they were full of shite and all. I wonder if they'll ever drop the bombshell on what really went on there. But let the squeaky doors tell you to sue people abroad, guys. Can you tell my boy Noah to keep his head up, as he sometimes gets teased at school for being autistic? It'd make me feel 10 foot tall coming from you. Noah, do you know why people tease you? It's because they're jealous. They're jealous of you. Being autistic, or being tall, or short, or fat, or thin, or something different, they don't like it because you're different. And 9 times out of 10, the difference is you're better than them and they're jealous. Don't let it get to you. Elliot. Could say my name. White Noise Paranormal, how you doing? I think YouTube is the only social media I'm on now, and that's only to watch you and the other things I like on YouTube. Yeah, social media. It's a double-edged sword. Sometimes I love it, sometimes I hate it. At the end of the day, I wouldn't be able to do what I do without social media, and sometimes I just want to fucking burn it all. Hacks are not the whole idea of someone in a hoodie brute force in your account. It's often due to phishing, people clicking dodgy links. PTD, I think this one was... I don't think it was a hoodie. I think if somebody that doesn't like me obviously got my email address and think that my email address for the channel is linked. You know what I mean? I have got email addresses that I don't give out that my accounts are associated with for 2-factor. And somebody tried to get into my Twitter and my Facebook on the same day. And they are the only two on the same email account that I don't use for anything. It is literally just for notifications for certain socials. This is my main channel. Normally watch my second channel. Darren's autistic chat. Ah, right. Are you the guy that does the body language stuff? I watched a couple of videos the other night. My nephew has autism. He's my hero. I mean, one of my best mates is on that spectrum, you know. Apple. Sorry I'm late. I was rolling dog treats into the new activity balls for my dogs. Now I've got hand cramp. Can I have a dude bro, please? Justin's got hand cramp. He's a wanker.
Dude, bro! Dude! Bro! Demons! Demons, bro! Murders! We've caught a ghost!
There's a channel called Haunt Media. I think I've heard of Haunt Media. Kerry Phillips, see you next week. Everyone, apparently I am okay at paranormal trivia. Are you? Yes, I actually watched the full 6-hour overnight stream at 30 East Drive. All right, who was there? Oh, my full... so you basically watched me snoring and farting. Beardo, laughing face. You earned that one, Justin. You earned that. Never done social media. Too many of those things that live under the bridges for my liking. It can be brutal. To be fair, don't get a lot of it on Facebook. I haven't had to... But then I think people are a bit worried to do it because of the way I clap back. And if I don't do it, there are certain people in this community that are fucking on them. They rip them to pieces, but they do it the right way. They do it respectfully. And they do it smartly. Like somebody saying, oh, what would you know sat on your chair? And then this one person argued back in my defense and listed everywhere I'd gone and how many times. And I was like, yeah, what I would have done. I did see you fart and snore. Yeah. Yeah. I read that as spunky. What? You'll have nothing better to do than sad life, try and hack and rip people off and disrupt something good. Just massive jealousy. I have no time for people like that. Sad people. Absolutely, Bristol. Absolutely. I don't know if it's something to do with the paranormal. I guess it's something to do with the paranormal. Somebody I've annoyed, but you got to be smarter, you know. And anyone that's creating content for Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, anything like that, if you've got a small following, two-factor authenticate everything. I would go a step further and random password generate everything and pay for the privilege of it, because it'll... The only problem is, like what I had when I bought the new PC beginning of the year. What was it, last year now? I don't know how long I've had it. When I had the new PC, I couldn't get into anything. I couldn't get into my two-factor authenticator to authenticate everything. I had to email DaVinci Resolve because I couldn't get in there. I had to email my YouTube I was fine with. There was a few things I couldn't get into. Jolene, I bloody clicked that. I don't want to know what it is. I'm not clicking it. Stuff to watch a couple of videos, so I'd put them on the channel this Wednesday. Yeah, it's interesting. Obviously, because you said you're not an expert, and you admit that. But you're learning, and you go through your credentials and where you are with your learning. And then to see somebody doing body language reading of potentially a bunch of lying scam artists, it's interesting. Hideous woman. Ah. No! I don't know if any sound came through. I may have caught it in time. But curiosity got the better of me. I clicked the link that Jolene posted, and it was Mariah Carey. She was about to start warbling Christmas shit. Abo Climber, hello to you. You show time and time again that you care about your community, so whoever that was can suck eggs. Yeah, I mean, I will always be... I haven't really got the words for it, but, you know, I wouldn't be able to do this, and I wouldn't be able to do this the way I do as often as I do without you guys. So, of course, I have to... It'd be wrong of me not to thank you guys and to, you know, on occasion take it on the chin when you guys want me to do stupid shit like sing Backstreet Boys songs and do the Truffle Shuffle and that, you know, as much as I don't... I really didn't want to do that. But A, there's a lot of money for charity, and B, you guys wanted it. Nobody asked for the Truffle Shuffle for that video in particular, but people have been asking me to do it for so long, as I'll just drop it in there. I only heard you yell, Beardo. God for that. How are you doing there, Morgan Storm Raven? We've got so many Ravens in the community. She's going to be making ears bleed in the next 2 months. Mariah Carey will be squealing away. Booble will be coming out of his cave like, Christmas. Prick, you can't sing. Get back in there. lot better now. Think it's awesome you put yourself out there, Beardo? What do you mean? Listen, I often get accused of having this massive ego and being overly serious and nasty, and I'm like, fucking really? Have you seen the dumb shit that I do to make people fucking laugh? You know, what's the most compelling paranormal evidence that you've seen? For me personally, it was waking up to see a man stood at my bed in my grandmother's house. But I can't ever prove that, and I can't. You know, science says I'm wrong, but to me it was very real, and that's why I do what I do. I've had a few things through my life. So there are things you see on YouTube where you're like, oh, that could actually be real there. That's freaky, or that's strange, that's weird. But nothing that you ever see on a YouTube video will ever compare to something you've experienced for yourself. And I know it could have been a dream, it could have been hypnagogic, or whatever, but I don't believe I was sleeping. I know exactly what I was watching, where I was in the film, because nobody sleeps through Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back. Nobody. Horror, thank you so much for the $4.99. Mariah Carey is the Christmas haunt that would get Freddy Krueger desperate to get back into hell. I reckon that song's on a loop. And if it ever stops, Boobles in the background. Michael Bubble. This is your live stream. Also revised 2 exams this week. Second, doing them just as nervous. You'll be fine. I love Beardo can be himself, make people laugh, and his generosity. Hear that, haters? Generosity. Beardo, please tell my story. How am I supposed to tell your story? In with you saying that, World to Rights, I've been thinking in regards to TikTok, because I fucking hate debunking on TikTok. It's so full of stupid people. I want to do something else over there. So I'm thinking maybe if people send in the horror stories, not horror stories, send in their real life events or paranormal experiences in their life, and they write it out so it just takes like under 3 minutes, and then maybe I could do them as like a short blast. I could release some shorts on YouTube and then TikTok content, because I can't debunk on TikTok anymore. The fucking stupidity there is next level. And then you post the most mundane, dumb shit, and it gets millions of views. And then people are putting real effort into stuff over there. Nobody watches them. Good to see Robert Englund getting his Hollywood star. Awesome, isn't it? Fell asleep during Lord of the Rings. You're fucking banned for that. Absolutely banned. Angel Rose Debunks, how you doing? What's my TikTok? Beardo Gets Real? I don't know. We'll try to... Sorry, mate. You'll have to send it again, because if you saw my email inbox, you'd be fucking mortified. Oh, no. It's Beardo Gets Scared. It's Beardo Gets Scared over there as well. Robert Englund getting his star. Fucking damn right. Damn right he should. A story from Wales to Norway, but I'm writing a book about them. Nice. Last ticket to get 20% off everything. Hey, look, there's 20% off today in the merch store. I didn't know that. Thought Beardo was banned on TikTok, so Sam and Colby fans. It took me 1.5 years to get my channel back. My TikTok page. It took me 1.5 years, and they wouldn't let me have my old footage back. So I had like 2 years of gaming clips on there, because that TikTok was never about the paranormal. It was just gaming clips. All it was, gaming clips, horror jump scares, and Warzone. All that was on there. Sam and Colby fans got to take them down. And I had the biggest TikTok I ever did was on there. When I made a joke about Nip Mercs and people thought I was being serious and went fucking ape shit at me. Like, calm down. Nip Mercs can play Rebirth Island if he wants. Fella, I've been subbed to you for about 6 months. I tip my hat to you for what you do in the paranormal community. Your quality, Beardo. I am Spirit. I appreciate that. Thank you very, very much. Have I ever been drunk on toffee vodka? Yeah. I do believe my father-in-law still got a video of the state on me off toffee vodka. Did a night shift, went to a motorcycle rally, didn't sleep, drank toffee vodka, fell asleep while eating. Awesome Pete is not wearing a dress. He's just, he's been at the Peanuts. A little bit too much. And the pineapple pizza. Haven't you, Pete?
I bloody love pineapple on a pizza.
Wearing my Beardo Rara hoodie t-shirt today. You guys should get some merch. The t-shirts are awesome. Thank you. Thank you very much. So after the graphics are amazing. There's the reason I went to that company is A, they ship quicker than T-Mill that I used to be on, and the print doesn't wash off like T-Mill. But yeah, there's obviously there's more selection in what materials and stuff, but yeah, they're really good. I've just had a Mike from Real Evidence bought me a Real Evidence hoodie to say thank you for helping him out with all of the copyright stuff. Fantastic quality. I always struggle with t-shirts and hoodies that they're never long enough on me because I'm tall, nothing to do with a protruding belly, and they always raise up just a little bit too much. Don't have that issue with their t-shirts. Excuse me, I'm very sorry. Have you definitely finished the horror gaming? Not until I can find a game that I want to play. But Iblis 3 is out. Iblis 1, pants shitting. Iblis 2 was not so good. But Iblis 3 is out, and it looks like a mixture of the two. I'm gonna play Iblis 3 on Wednesday. Major Nomad, how are you doing? Pineapple 100% goes on pizza. Cult of Pineapple is growing. Gone by pattern, got a hoodie, it's excellent. See, the sleeves are long on them as well. If you don't, can I get a wee since I've survived my neck surgery? Too bad my roller coaster days are over. Damn. Well, here is your safe roller coaster. Have long arms, nothing ever fits. Pineapple on pizza for the win. Yes, Steve Lacey. Statin666, thank you for the follow. Every now and again, my headset's on the table, but now and again I hear it. No pineapple ever on pizza. Haktui, get out. Warzone Battle Royale's playing Nightmare. Joe, I played it once, and I got bored. They didn't put the jump scares in this year. I was so pissed at it. Just sent her again, being terrified as a trained soldier. Maybe that'll be the first one that I do. Thank you. Boo Productions Toledo. How are you doing? Welcome in, Jeff. Hope you are well, my friend. I've managed to catch a couple of Jeff live streams over on Boo Productions. I do enjoy them. And I still enjoy the fact that even though he can message me anytime, he's one of the few people that has my personal Facebook. He gets excited. He's like, oh shit, Beardo's here. Good to see it. Can I see the new clip again? Yes, you can.
I bloody love pineapple on a pizza.
That new clip, incidentally, was made for me by Lee from Three Spires. Lee from Three Spires, his job, brought in some new AI software to do with his job, and they were like, can you test it? And I think they wanted him to do something with cars, and he made that instead. Brilliant. You steal this idea if you like. Instead of a ghost hunt in the sense, just play Monopoly instead with camera setup. Have chance cards, say like, you have to go wait on a room for 5 minutes. Yeah, that'd be different, right? Legally Blind Guy, hello. Hey, that's a pretty cool idea. Dire Wolves, Remus and Romulus had their first Halloween. There's another Dire Wolf pup that's female, but she's tiny. Forgot her name. Me and my Warzone team are going to play Airsoft a couple of weeks, bringing COD into the real world. Do you know, I watched the video the other day. It was great. 3 Marines versus 3 Warzone streamers. Paintballing. They played Prop Hunt. The first game was just shooting. Then it was Prop Hunt. No, it wasn't. Then it was actually playing Call of Duty. And then it was Prop Hunt. It was so much fun to watch. Are you gaming? You hate the new rat thing? It's a Possum Pete! Margaret! Respect the possum! I should be gaming tomorrow, providing I can get Wednesday's video No, I've done Wednesday's video. Yeah, I'll be gaming tomorrow. I got tomorrow and Wednesday's video done already. I watch Fresh Spawns all the time, and George always talks about how he and John met you and how nice you are. Fresh Spawns? Oh, are they the guys I met at the YouTuber gaming thing? Where I was kind of the only gamer, the only non-gamer there. I play Warzone, but most of the time I hunt ghosts and shout at people. Beto, Possum Pete looks like he's leaned over. Always listening, ain't you, Pete? Nobody is disrespecting Pete. Anyone disrespects Pete, they can get out. Hey, the fucking paintballing hurts. Hurts. GoFundMe for the Conjuring House is just plain wrong. Don't put money into it. The only people putting money into the Conjuring House agree with it. If you don't agree with it, don't put money in. Then it's not wrong. It's only... It's not your money. Somebody else's money. Horror gaming will be Wednesday, Jennifer. That would be a good way to get the spirits out. Mostly ghost stories about people are never ghost hunting. They just do normal things. Yeah, most of my videos at some point you will see me and whoever I'm with having just random conversations to see if it stirs something up by ignoring them. New map for Phasmo coming out November the 11th. Nice. We need it. We need it. I just hope they don't change Willow. I like Willow. I like the Willow house. Most Haunted the movie. Fuck off. No way. And so you know, if anyone mentions paranormal, they tell everyone. The only one who knows Beardo gets scared how nice you are. So if you're into that, check you out. That's awesome. Appreciate that. Pineapple on pizza is the best. Yes. Right, Steve Lacey. With the greatest of respect, he's not using charity. Everyone knows exactly what they're putting money into and why. It was somebody else's idea. He is the face of it. You obviously don't like the idea, and that is absolutely fine. Completely fine. I understand why people think it's a bad idea, don't want anything to do with it. Just don't put money into it then. It's not worth it. Some people feel as strongly as you do against it for it, and you can't tell them they're wrong for wanting to put money into something they believe in, the same as I can't tell you that you are wrong for not wanting to put money in. Everybody on either side has every right to think whatever they want. Most Haunted the movie. Oh, God. Fiona Kerr, hello to you. GoFundMe. I mean, people use GoFundMe to buy fucking cars, go on holidays, set up businesses. It's not a registered charity. Show me on the GoFundMe is a charity. If he does get the place, people are going to get refunded. Yeah, I mean, I'm not exactly Mr. Current Affairs on it. I spoke to Jason last Sunday. Didn't really talk about it because doesn't, you know, I'm not going to be going there every week. So we just chatted our normal chat about normal everyday old dude shit. But I'm not. I don't understand why people are so upset about it. I get setting up a GoFundMe to get more jumpers. Now that is something I think we should put a stop to. Although, I like the skull jumper. I did. Everyone thought I was taking the piss. I don't. They're just trying to stop it falling in the hands of the dickheads. I mean, there's that. There is that. Because there is some really shitty things being done behind the scenes to take that house into the territory where instead of paying maybe $100 for a night, you're going to have to pay $1,500. Vito, why have you stuck a polar possum on Pete's ass? Can you put him on a shelf? He wanted to be on camera tonight. And he likes it. The dirty possum. What about a Backstreet Boys jumper? Well, for Justin, I reckon Justin would wear it and like wearing it. Just need a decent pair of wellies when you go walking down dark, muddy tunnels. How many people were watching that thing with Justin, hoping he'd fall? Zach, I don't know if Zach's had anything to do with it. I know Elton's been a right fucking dick about it. His on-camera meltdowns about any form of question or anything, and then the attitude he's displaying. Elton looks like he's becoming unhinged. Do a GoFundMe, Beardo, and buy some Backstreet Boys hoodie. Fuck off. No. Big Max Golf. Makes me think, why not just choose send, go, or thrown gifts? I don't think it matters what anyone uses, does it? I think the reason they used GoFundMe was because of the refund policy, I think. But again, it's not something that... The people that are covering it, the videos are doing well. I've chosen not to cover it. I don't want to. It's just more thick. You know, Sam and Colby's Hell Week. They are massive videos for me every year. I chose not to do it this week. Shot myself right in the foot, not covering it. But I knew other people would cover it, and I'm like, I don't want to do the same shit. And then I saw Sam and Colby investigating the wrong fucking house for the Smurl haunting. The wrong house. I'm trying to pass it off like they were in the right house. Potentially. They may have just been confused. I was like, fuck, I'd have been all over that. And I said I wasn't going to do it. I regret my decisions. But still. Don't want to do... Vlad the Impaler's GoFundMe wants to go fucking home. I feel sorry for Vlad stuck in that house. I bet it smells like sprouts. I also think Andrea Perrin did ask Jason to make sure that he got the house. And yes, she is terminally ill. Smurl House, 330, right? Yeah. Oh, they were in 330 and they should have been in 328, right? I know it's a duplex, they're back-to-back houses, but still. She was thrown down these stairs. She wasn't, though, was she? Just thrown downstairs the other side of the house. But again, fantastic debunks. And it's because Biddle had been there. Biddle had been there, recognised the house, recognised the porch, because, you know, he's gone there I think he's gone there a couple of times. I don't know if he's ever been in there, but he saw them going up the wrong flight of stairs or steps, in through the wrong front door and investigating the backwards house. Would the loft be joined? That loft looked quite big and the house looked quite small, so I assume it was straight through. I assume. I don't know without going there. I hope the Conjuring House falls through. See, Steve, a lot of people in this community have put money into that, and you're having a go with them there. And I hope a YouTuber buys it, even if they do charge loads, because this dickhead is saying he will charge, and he will charge loads because he will make stories. Steve, you are shouting without knowing the full facts there. What I do know is that they are trying to keep the cost of the house down, and for example, a scientific post being set up there that Kenny Biddle will be involved in for scientific testing into the grounds to see if there's something behind it. But Steve, right, I'm just going to put this out there, Steve. Jason is a personal friend of mine. And you are an audience member. You've been an audience member for a while, but you've done nothing but complain for a few weeks now. You didn't like certain noises. You didn't like certain videos. All right, that's your personal taste. But you've come into this community. A lot of people here respect Jason, and you've called him a dickhead because you've got a problem with him. I like Jason. So you're not going to win that argument with me. I'm not banning you. I'm not kicking you out. But can you please stop calling my friend a dickhead? Because, what, you'd rather some greedy bastard YouTuber charge somebody $1,500 for it? No, this house is an old house. It's the dying woman's wish, and people want to step up and help. And maybe you haven't realised what you're doing there, but anyone that's put any money in, you're kind of insulting them as well. And please, pretty please, don't insult my audience, because that will be a bit different to call him a mate, a dickhead. Just saying, you can argue better. You can argue better. While we're at it, I put money into it. I don't care about the house, particularly, but I put money into it to help my friend out, to help the community out. The community, a large portion of this community, would like to see that house go to Jason and the community and have it cheaper. Therefore, for the good of the community, I put some money into it. Kelly should start a series we travel to various locations. Call it Biddles About. His hands are the right size, though. Greetings, Nightmare Media. In the grand scheme of things, Nightmare, I agree. Of all the people that are putting their fucking hats in for that house, I think Jason is... Even if you can't stand the guy, he's the lesser of evils. Even if you don't like him and his channel or anything he stands by, he is the lesser of the evils. Some people don't like him, and that's fine. You don't gotta like him. I'm not telling him you gotta like him, but maybe don't call him a dickhead and have a go with the community. But, like Steve have said, I just seen him. Yeah, okay, I'll respect it. Do you know what, Steve? Steve, I appreciate that. I appreciate you said your piece. I appreciate that you've listened to what I've got to say as well. And there's middle ground. I appreciate that. I really do. Thank you. Who's getting ready for the shit show of the Most Haunted movie? I don't think that'll ever get pulled off. Ever. There's no interest in Most Haunted anymore. I can't see that ever working. Vito and Seg call me a dickhead on a regular basis. Hypocrite. Yeah, but that's because you are a dickhead. But we say it with love. What's out Biddle's about? Hey, Mr. Don't Scare Claire, how you doing? I wish the Historical Society would have the house and have control over it. Hey, the ideal scenario would be somebody buy that house, not for the paranormal, restore it for its historical legacy, treat it like a little museum, and don't let anybody in there. That would be the ideal thing. The paranormal part of me is like, oh, but do that. Put cameras in the 24/7 and we can all watch them 24/7, see if something happens. I was just, but yeah, the Historical Society would be fine, but nobody like a Historical Society has put their hand in for it. Most Haunted has had its day be a flop. Yeah, I mean, they've been people emailing me all weekend. Most Haunted are back. They're on YouTube, and they're not. They're not. So, if I look at Most Haunted, bear in mind these guys were the biggest. They weren't just the biggest paranormal show. They were the biggest show in the UK. The figures these guys were pulling in were incredible. So they've had 24k views in 2 days, but the one before was 7 views. And the newest one in the World War II Museum, 3.2k views. Most Haunted's videos average a little bit better than what mine are doing. Not like trying to say I'm as good as Most Haunted. What I'm saying is, for a show that used to have millions and millions of viewers, they've fallen off hard. I had my wires crossed. It's fine. If you hadn't have said anything, then you wouldn't have known. It's fine. But, you know, I said it. You said your piece. I've said my piece. You've apologised. All good. Yeah, I would love nothing more for that house to just get sealed, protected cameras. I also... Do you want your YouTube rabbit hole? Because I was reading The Lady in the Bay Window Part 2 last night. And I had YouTube on in the background. And it auto-played. And it auto-played My Haunted Road Trip. My Haunted Road Trip. Where they go to a place in Pendle Hill. And they're like, look, that's Pendle Hill all the way over there. And we're going all the way over there. We're right next to Pendle Hill in this haunted house. But didn't Harry just say in the car that he needs a piss and he's needed one for 60 minutes? I'm like, how far away from haunted Pendle Hill are you? Maybe it was just an editing mistake, but whatever. So it's on in the background, and I'm reading my book, and I hear, oh my god, that door just slammed. I can hear the wind howling. Oh my god, that is a tap on the window. Oh my god, that is definitely paranormal. What the fuck? That's 3 events. The video must have been 40 minutes. And there must have been a paranormal event every 6 or 7 minutes. And I'm like, these guys used to shout at fakers. We don't like fakery in the paranormal field. We have invited debunkers to our haunted hotel to prove that we don't fake. I couldn't believe what I was fucking hearing. Only thing with them doing a movie, it's going to be ridiculous that they'll do everything they can to get the views on it. It's going to be full of fakery. Of course it is. Of course it is. Can you imagine how they will recreate the East Drive? Patton, I believe you're referring to some states having laws against houses have to disclose any murdered suicides to give people a belief to pause about buying it. There's some states, I think you've got to say haunted as well. In the Bible Belt. Bill Wyman was on another show called Scream Team 2 years for Most Haunted, claiming he was just an ordinary Joe off the street. I mean, everyone in the paranormal is an ordinary Joe off the street until they're not. I mean, Fred Batt is a demonologist, but he was a nightclub owner. Derek Okoro was a footballer. Richard Felix was brought in as the paranormal expert, even though he was an historian. Well, he wasn't even an historian at the time, I don't think. He was only the historian and custodian for Derby Jail. And he learned to be a historian while he was on the show. Haunted isn't a legal term. Oh. Yes, you can get a dude bro. Of course you can.
Dude, bro! Dude! Bro! Demons! Demons, bro! Murders! We've caught a ghost!
I don't know why anyone is trying to get on the TV now when streaming is the biggest platform. Soy hit me hard. Horrible stuff. Soy? What have you been drinking soy for? Debt was purchased, has been cancelled for now, and the process to sell has reset and has started again. He only made Phil a paranormal investigator for the show. He did it back in the day, I believe. Yeah, it's he didn't have a clue what they were doing, and out of morbid curiosity, I've watched a few random episodes from the first season. Obviously, I did an episode about the downfall of Most Haunted. And those first few episodes from the first series, there was no faking in there. There was nothing in there. It was just people walking around a haunted house being scared. And it was kind of had a little bit of charm for it. Please explain the rodent. That's Possum Pete. It was jelly roulette. What? I don't know. Actually urge anyone with IMDb Most Haunted. Can you fill in your own things on IMDb if you're a producer and shit? Have Ghosts on Trent found the emoji? I've seen Paul was a little burnt out just recently. Dropped a new video. Hopefully they're good. Paul has these moments. I am not slating Paul by any stretch of the imagination. I'm just hoping to... Because I understand that when you expect an episode every week, and then those people don't produce, it can be annoying. Paul's got a very young family. And Paul, much like me, adores the paranormal. And much like me, he has, in fact, probably more than me, he has such a disdain for the fakery. And when he sees his channel stagnant and not growing at times, and then he's watching things like GTI explode, it hits him harder than most of the other content creators. The rest of them probably don't look. Jelly Roulette, Don't Scare Clay's Halloween. Yeah, I was out on investigation. It's sad. I don't get to watch lives and premieres as much as I used to. Obviously, Tuesdays, I alternate my Tuesdays between Don't Scare Clay and Bristol, and then I'll try to watch things back and stuff. Would even live in the Ancient Ram, nothing's going to hurt you. Steve Lacey, you're wrong. You are absolutely wrong. The attic stays. They will hurt you. The attic stays. Damn near knocked me out. Damn near knocked Mr. Grey out. And if the stairs don't get you, the cold will. I don't know what history saved out of that building. Yeah, right, I'm moving past that stuff. I don't even know enough about the Conjuring House stuff from the last week or so to even argue with anyone or not argue with it. I don't know enough about it because I hope my friend gets it because I trust what he's going to do with it. But other than that, I don't care. So all these fakers switched to demons because ghosts never hurt anyone. No, you can actually trace back when YouTube demons became a thing. Got nothing to do with being hurt, because these guys were getting scratched by ghosts, etc. It was the Conjuring movie. When the first Conjuring movie came out, everyone switched from ghosts to demons. Prior to the Conjuring movie, it was ghosts or Random Ortega and stuff. The demons came with the Conjuring movies being successful. There'll be another horror movie in the next few years that will do something different, and they're all going to do that. Do you remember everyone buying Dibbit boxes off the dark web? It was because of a movie featuring Negan. What is the Ram Inn like? I have never had a paranormal experience or feeling at the Ram Inn. Never. 2 visits. It is an incredible place to walk around. It is so old, it is almost magical to behold. It is so full of cheap tat. But when you see the owner, you know, he's passed away now, and why he collected and what he collected and how eccentric he is, it works for that building for who he was and what he did. I would go there again, but I wouldn't go in the winter. And I don't know if I'd go there to do a generic paranormal investigation, because I have never had fucking anything happen there. And the last time I went, me, Mythos, and the side-eye guy, it was so cold in there, we couldn't stay. We had to hide out for the night to sleep there, and we couldn't stay. We all had to leave because it was too cold. I mean, it was Christmas week, I believe. Dandalf was with us for a bit. It was colder inside than out. We went out. I went out to vape at 1 o'clock in the morning. Mythos followed me out, and he was like, holy shit, it's warmer out here than it is in there. And I'm like, yeah, and it's 2 degrees out here. Only ever had a paranormal experience when I was young, so it's hard to say it's real. Whenever I've been to really haunted locations. Fair. But then there are people in this community. Have you heard of the Labubu thing? Kind of heard of it. Hello, Claire. How are you doing? I'm so disappointed with the Ram Inn. Thought we'd be kicking off. Nothing. Yeah, I mean... And that was my take on it. You see all of these videos of tables fucking flying across the place and people getting pushed over and scratched, and whatever's there is evil and nasty and disgusting and dangerous and fucking rapey ghost. Incubus and a succubus, both in one building. We offered Seg's ass up, and then Seg produced his ass for the ghost. Nothing. Opinion on Moxley. Full of shit. Absolutely full of shit, and then plays victim when he gets called out for it. I got a couple of videos on Moxley. Go and watch it. He'll tell you I'm a bully. And that I'm completely wrong, but yeah, I've caught him. Loads of people have caught him. Full of it. Love Ghosts on Trent. I love Ghosts on Trent. I've got a personal friendship with both of them. I enjoy spending time. I still speak to them, even without the paranormal. Most of the guys. Stories of John Humphreys was the Ram Inn without his nonsense bugger. Oh, absolutely. John was a character. Moxley deleted 90% of his old stuff with obvious superimposed audio. See, that's the thing a few of us have noticed, that certain channels' video counts have been dropping since the rise of the debunkers. Certain channels' older videos are going by the wayside, being made private and stuff. One of those channels had addressed it recently on one of their lives, where they were mocking debunkers. They were like, oh yeah, we only deleted the old videos because they weren't up to the quality and we don't want them on the channel. Potentially that's true. But how many channels do that? Because most channels, they leave the worst videos on there to remind themselves. I mean, I reacted to my own first debunking video. Please, for love of all is holy, don't fall into the Labubu rabbit hole of gambling debt. Ah, yeah. Gambling. Stay away from it. Gambling, bad. The only thing that wins is the house, not you. John Humphrey's a personal friend of mine. Really? I'd have loved to have met John back in the day because you saw Ghost Adventures go there when he was the most haunted. And I'll be fair, he was the most entertaining parts of those videos. He really was. I don't know if he was playing a part to try and sell the building on, you know, for these events and stuff, but what an entertaining man. But I think he believed. I'm not saying that I believe there's an incubus and a succubus there. Not for a second. But I believe he believed what he was saying because look at the guy. He was a very, very eccentric man. You, Mr. Gray, gonna do a reaction to Mandela effects. We're gonna do some. It'll probably be after Christmas now because I have got so much booked in between now and Christmas. I don't know how I'm gonna do everything. I mean, I had so many plans for the summer, like camping in the UFO forest, and none of it ever happened. Gambling? Yeah, I don't do gambling. I keep hearing about the Labubu. Thought it was a close company. To be fair, I thought they were little, like, plushy toys. I like Ghost on Trent. I give him loads of stick for the clickbait titles, but apologised profusely when I came to the understanding of YouTube's algorithm. They're not full of shit. And that's the sad thing. I don't like clickbaiting my titles. Randolph doesn't like clickbaiting his titles. And we all got to do it, or you don't get a view. He was a hippie like me. He was such a laugh as well. He was friends with my family. Steve? Try not to take offense at this. But I think you could probably take it on account that you've called somebody a dickhead. You're not coming across like your typical hippie. He's a hippie like me. Dickhead. They are plushy toys. What? Oh, blind boxes. Buy until you get the one that you want. Right, I see. But they're aimed at kids. Oh. So blind boxes. There's obviously going to be one of them that's more valuable and more rare than the rest. And kids are buying it. Right. Fucking genius. I've always said gambling was cool as shit. Especially when you force it onto children because of the what if I don't get one mentality of the human being. I'm obviously being very facetious. That's fucking shit. Just to me that John's family were happy for an elderly man to sleep on the sofa in a freezer. Hey, I tell you what, it says something for John about the type of guy he is that he could sleep in that thing. That guy just... No wonder he had so many leather jackets. He's trying to keep fucking warm. Labubus are plushies and plastic. Alright. There's a super rare one in every group, and now your scalpers selling them. That happened. I mean, the Funko Pop boom 7 or 8 years ago. It was fucking ridiculous. I went to war with... Went to war with a couple of Funko Pop unboxing channels. Like, you don't give a fuck about the Funko Pops. You're all about eBay. Disgusting people. And the ass is falling out of them now. They ain't worth fucking anything like they were. There was a Game of Thrones one, Headless Ned Stark. Everybody wanted Headless Ned Stark. I wanted it. Because I loved Game of Thrones. It was worth thousands. I think it's worth about 400 quid now. Still a lot of money. But still. South Park did a hilarious episode about Labubu. See, I'm going to start watching South Park. I haven't watched it for years. You feel if people have a gambling addiction... any addiction is bad. Really bad. I'm going to be careful what I say, because some people ruin their lives through addiction, and they have to take account for their actions. I'm sorry. But then you've got people like Ryan Buell, who is currently all over Facebook posting memes about all the time he spent with Lorraine Warren. This is what I didn't know. Bringing in a little bit closer, guys. Apparently, the last few years of Lorraine Warren's life, she wasn't very well in the head. All of these people hanging around from her, taking her house and her possessions from under her. So I've heard. I can't prove any of that yet. But there are people digging into that in the States right now. Apparently, Lorraine Warren had dementia. And all of these people like Ryan Buell, who ripped off his own fan base to fund his crack cocaine habit, who then lied about having pancreatic cancer, and his own mum had to come out and tell everyone that he didn't have pancreatic cancer, was hanging on around her. Dementia, yeah. And people like Ryan Buell, the doofus son-in-law, and all those NESPA auditors that are trying... For some reason, they won't fire back at me. They have gone at everyone else on Facebook. They won't... After the last time, they won't come at me again. Because Ryan posted a video the other day where he was miming to a song in front of an Annabelle from the movie. And he was basically saying, haters, go fuck yourself. So I shared his link directly so he could see it. I'll fucking read what I put out to you now. Because he's fucking disgusting. Obviously, I did a video on it on this channel. It did okay, to be fair. But it was a little bit too late and nobody knew who he was so much anymore. In fact, it was CRL that put me onto it. So, he posts, Annabelle has a message for all the haters, and it's him miming in front of this Annabelle doll from the movie, not the real one. And then I post the following with him tagged in it. Yo, Ryan. No one gives a fuck about your doll you melt. Any of them. We all know there's more than one. You, Tony, and the NESPA auditors need to have a good chat with yourselves. It's not hateful to people to point out the inconsistent stories of the Warrens. It is not hateful for people to report on what's being said about Ed. It is not hateful for us to question. But I will tell you what is hateful, is your Messiah Tony saying skeptics can burn in hell. I can also say this, while not hateful, it is absolutely abysmal to take money from people for tours and events and then hoover it all up your hooter. And then not give anyone a penny back. You lot with your smug grins acting like you're better than anyone else, and you think that we hate. We don't hate, we just hold up a mirror to you all. We don't hate, we show your reflections, and that is what you hate. I'm glad you beat your addictions, I truly am. That takes strength. But you never paid anyone back. Be a man, stop hiding behind that doll and stop hiding behind Tony. Edit. I've just been reminded about the faking pancreatic cancer for money. Yeah, fuck the hater, you tit. Stone cold sober. But oh, he fucking wound me up. Oh, he pissed me off. Good evening, Jerry Sats. Hope you're well. That's it. What's this lurking bullshit? Tisk tisk, lady. Beardo woke up and chose violence. The fact that people never got their money back. I am in the process of trying to prove another scammer that booked haunted tours. Another tit, if you will. I'm currently trying to get testimonies from people that paid into haunted tours, a trip to Romania, and never got their refunds. Because these little kind of documentary style things I've tried doing and they haven't worked that well. Well, if I pick my subject better and I edit them better, maybe they'll do better. So I'm going down the rabbit hole of Really Haunted and Lunar Travels. So I'm trying to find witness testimonies. Because there's got to be somewhere people complaining they never got their money back. And if I can find that, I'm going to do a big expose on the entire thing and then link it into the debunkings and stuff and try and bring the two worlds together. You got to deal with that Mark from Spectral. Megan, I'm going to deal with him. The guy is a fucking skid mark on the planet. At some point, somebody's going to get some toilet paper and go, ugh! Fuck off! And that's probably going to be me and Mike. Because I ain't stopping. I had a boss once who described a wrongly worded email as a snottery one. I sent back a snottery one. I once had a boss when I worked for the engine plant as a security manager. Walk into my office, and he'd printed off the email that I'd sent him. He walked in and he went, this, put on the desk. And finger on the desk, tapping it. He went, this. I've got to learn your sarcasm. I've got to learn your attitude. And I must say, kindest regards in capital letters. That is not a spelling mistake or a grammatical mistake. That's you telling me to go fuck myself politely, isn't it? And I went, yeah. Health and safety department in this place is a joke. So, yeah. Every time I put kind regards, it's go fuck yourself. And funnily enough, this guy that I had argued with for years at that point, that was when we started to get along. After I got his name wrong for 2 years on purpose because he had a massive ego because he was a manager. Pestilent Lights. What's that? Beardo didn't wake and choose anger. Beardo woke and just figured what he just like point out today. It's not so much that. It's that Ryan Buell and the Nespa orbiters, most of them are not to do with Nespa. They just hang around Nespa thinking they can get famous off them. They are borderline bullying Flurio Phantom, Files, and Stevie. Everyone wondering where Stevie's videos are. It's because of them lot. Allegedly. I'm not going to put words in anyone's mouth. They've all been doxxed. They have had some really horrible, shitty things done about them. I've been inboxed by these people. Tell me that Stevie's done this, Stevie's done that. And then when I've requested proof, they can't provide it. But they won't argue with me. Obviously, I've got a larger platform than the rest of them. So that post was my way of saying I'm on the side of truth. And by being on the side of truth, that is Flurio, Stevie, and all of those guys over on Facebook that are fighting the good fight. Because the Warrens, I'm sorry that yes, they did. But that doesn't excuse what they did in their real lives when they were... It never does. You know, Ian Watkins, one of the shittest people on the fucking planet, he's dead now. Good. He did horrible things to babies. I'm glad he's dead. And I don't care if that gets me in trouble. He deserved it. He deserved it a long time before he got it. There are now people on social media posting themselves miming to Lost Prophets songs, saying, bring in Lost Prophets back. It's fine now because he's dead. Alright, the band don't want that. You're still listening to the voice of a prolific pedo. Also, I don't know them well, but I've met a few of the boys from that band over the years, and it destroyed their fucking lives. And they don't want that music being played. So don't fucking play it. And then don't play it, and then hashtag Lost Prophets, hashtag, and then his name. Fucker's dead. Let him stay dead and forget about him. Because he was the most disgusting thing that I've ever heard of. Would have Stevie gone silent? Oh, they've been Justin, they have been fucking vile. There's a group of them over on Facebook. I'm not going to read all the names out, because if I do, they'll get more shit. But I've had conversations with a few of them, and I've joined their group. And the shit that I have seen posted about them and me, absolutely disgusting. Epstein dead? Epstein's dead. They killed him so he couldn't grass up all the other nonsense. Sarah Jones, I'm glad you've put that there. Ian H. Watkins from Step. Didn't he actually got beaten up, right? I think 2 separate occasions, Ian Watkins from Steps got beaten up because people mistook him for Ian Watkins from the prop. They don't look anything alike. At all. But I think he got beat up twice over it. He got a lot of shit because of having the same name. Everybody out there putting the truth and giving information. Dawn and I do it and get fucking sued. Joe, I've got you back as well. I've got you back as well. I have got a full-blown fucking script. But I am just running it past a friend of mine to make sure I'm perfectly squeaky clean legal. Did they disrespect your blouse? You've disrespected my fucking shirt! Bloody stunts. I can't wait for Stranger Things 5. I know people have said, oh, it went off in the 4th. I fucking love the 4th series. Eddie. Amazing. I can't wait. I don't think they've ever made a bad episode of Stranger Things. Wraith Hunters, hello to you. Same name as an evil person. The problem is he couldn't really change his name because H from Steps, you know, they were well known. Really well known. Arguably, probably more well known than the Prophets. But, yeah, the buttons do up the men's way, alright? Suck my ass. Although, see, that there looks like a ghost with arms. That looks like a ghost with arms. Where is he? This one? This one. This one. Looks like a full condom. It's not Mrs. Beardo's blouse. The Lost Prophet CD, they don't do it. It's gone. I know the rest of the band are still making music. Some of them gone back to work and stuff. I've defended one of the guys in the band because he was accused of knowing everything. And I was like, that guy? You mean the guy that beat Watkins up with a can of Monster? Beat the shit out of him with a can of Monster because they were a straight edge band, and he turned up pissed. Ghost from Pac-Man. No, it's full condom. Our shirt really makes you look slim, Beardo. I'm getting more. They made a cereal, Stranger Things. Waffle flavor. Marshmallows on your blouse. Fuck off. Ghosts on my shirt. Yeah, Mickey, they've a few of them are trying again now. Used a Monster as a weapon. Can't have been hard enough beating. I mean, a full can of Monster? You do a bit of damage with one of them. He did a bit of damage because there were interviews after. But he's a bit swollen and black and shit. Yeah, I need to move off this subject because I truly feel for the other guys in the band. The one I knew more than any of them was the drummer that left long before all of that, because he ran a recording studio that I recorded in. Those poor guys, it ruined their fucking lives, and it shouldn't have. Whose washing line did you nick that blouse off? Your band. Your band. Anyone mocking the shirt. Every single one of you mocking this shirt, a viewer went out of their way to buy this shirt for me and you were mocking that viewer, I hope you feel terrible. Kaza, thank you for the 27 months. Good on you, Beardo. I also like to work in my pajamas. Kaza, this is a special occasion.
Oh, fucking twat.
Beardo, you know Bullet from a Valentine? Yeah, I know Bullet much better than I know the Prophets. I was in college with Moose and his brother Shiner. Padge, Matt, and James G. Basically, we played jam nights and Battle of the Bands and stuff for years and years and years. But I was Moose as a very close friend of mine. We're not as close anymore. He's no longer in the band either. But Moose, I've known decades. The guys in Funeral, I know the guys in Funeral. Well, Chris Roberts, I grew up with Chris. Chris taught me to play guitar back in the day and then gave up because he couldn't. He was like trying to polish a turd. You went to college? Yeah. Mike Ox Long. Did you lose a bet, Beardo? Looks like you showed your appreciation all over it. That was good. Yeah, I went to college and I did performing arts. Specifically music and stagecraft. The lighting and sound and stuff. Which is what my son now does for a living. Kim Adriazzoni, thank you for the $2. Your shirt is awesome. Thank you, Kim. Love Bullet for Valentine. I mean, back when I knew them, they were called Jeff Killed John. And they had a song called Bouncy Shit. And if you heard it now, it's fucking terrible. Back in the day, that song slapped. Yeah, Joe, what are they going to do? Have they got 50 grand for the overseas filing? Because that's what it'll cost them. I've looked into it for somebody else I'm currently arguing with. Beardo, why are you covering your hair? It's not so much covering my hair. My psoriasis is playing up. You can probably see there's a red patch forming there on my hair. And last week I was like, I don't get in my beard anymore. I've got a chunk of it right on the edge of my chin there. So the hat is because if I don't wear this hat, it looks like it's fucking snowing around me. Even Possum Peter's having a look at the blouse.
I bloody love pineapple on a pizza.
No pole dancing. Me? No. Absolutely not. I was raised right. I was gonna make a joke then. Should it be rude to call you Pat? Yeah, a little bit. I'd rather you didn't. My son gets it on his head. It's bad enough that there's just like these clumps, and then I'll scratch it. It'll snow, and then I'll bleed. It's gotten quite bad in my scalp. Are those Pac-Man ghosts? They're just ghosts. You know what? You have a Possum Pete's ass. It's a tripod for my camera, for my lighting. Thank you, Cheryl. Thought you're hiding a pimple again. No, the pimples are gone. But yeah, you see that red line there that follows my hairline? It's like that all the way through. And it's starting in my beard where I've never had it before. Canda? How do you call this? Jesus. You tried cutting citrus out of your diet? I went the best it's ever been was when I went carnivore, but I can't go back to being carnivore. That is just so yeah, I guess scalp pimples on the back of my neck and stuff. Can't see what I'm pointing out. What, that red line that follows my hairline there? I mean, I'm not getting too close. It's disgusting. I'm not saying that anyone's got his disgust. I'm embarrassed. I'm not so embarrassed by the redness. I'm embarrassed of the snowfall. I'm not. It's not dandruff, but it looks like I got severe dandruff, and I hate it. I hate it. And I get a row from my granddaughter. She's just won her first wrestling tournament of the season. Hey, let's go. Mystic Memo's granddaughter. Rawr. 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 Can't see any of it with the light in. Good. But weirdly, I've got it in my ears now. I've never had it in my ears. Rub some olive oil on your head. I've been using my beard oils because they're normally really good for my skin. You don't give yourself more grease for being a human being. We struggle. Yeah, I just... You know, I take a lot of shit off a lot of people, and I take it on the chin, and I laugh a lot of whatever off. I encourage it. But if, like... I don't... I'm not even going to say it, because somebody will say it, and I'll... Not you guys, but, you know, people... They lurk and try to pick out things, and if they said something, that would be something I couldn't help myself, and I'd be like, "Who the fuck do you think?" It'd be a bit horrible, you know. Put baby oil on at night, soak your knit cap on, and have your wife comb it out. Work. Do you know what? I should probably do that actually, because I had a big flare up on my ankles, and I was putting oil on my ankles and then putting a sock on overnight because my ankles were bleeding. Probably a good idea. Your name is Olivia. Olivia. Congratulations. I love wrestling. The fake stuff. What you were doing? That's proper wrestling. That looks like it hurts. Well done. Beardo takes it on the chin, confirmed. So did your mum. See you all. Next time, got to sort stuff for work tomorrow night. Good night. Have yourself a great evening. I never insult you. Don't read my last comment on your last video. That's to do with babies when you have cradle cap. I mean, that's probably the closest thing that it looks like is cradle cap. You often put a sock... Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, my... No! Marie Jane didn't juice absolutely anything to change this fucking conversation.
Oh, fuck off! Adorn me, Beardo! Fucking A! It's perfect!
I'm embarrassed over my hands badly. People recoil when they see it. Tell them I'm a bare knuckle fighter. Love that. Love that. Baby's cradle cap. Coconut. Oh, the smell of coconut, though. It might so bad it bleeds all down my head. I pick it in my sleep and I wake up and there's blood everywhere. Like, what the fuck? I've been shot! I haven't. I've just done that. Oh, I'm itching thinking about it. Stop it! Stop it! You know, Crow's gonna send you a packet to make white sauce. Make white sauce every time I see Crow. Flip it and ship it. Ah, dear. I feel bad. That's fine. You know what I'm like? Like, I'll wear a hat today because I'm feeling a bit self-conscious. And somebody says about the hat, I'm like, instead of just saying, because I felt like wearing one, I go off and tell everyone my deepest, darkest fears and shit because I'm a moron. Mayo in your feet. That worked. GRL. That worked. That stopped me in my tracks. Fair play to you. Ah, dear. You know, Crows. Ah. Cheryl, that just sounded wrong. That's why she fucking did it. Mike, oh, thank you for the $9.99. I appreciate you. Oh, do you know what? While the YouTube rabbit hole happened, and I was like, all like, oh, look at this shit, look at this shit, look at this shit. It auto-played, Dean Bailey, thank you for the £5. Vito, I DM'd your Mesha product, save my dries. Awesome, appreciate it. Thank you very much, Dean, for the 5. When it auto-played, a video of the shapes came up from 2 years ago where I went at the Foreman Brothers for the first time. And it was the video where I said about the size of my channel. I was like, yeah, I'm now the biggest debunking channel. And I realised how horrible that sounds. It's not the way I meant it. Because straight after I say it, I feel like I've got to defend the community. And I fucking laughed because she was like, what'd you say? Excuse me. Well, damn. It was obviously a skit. And then he's like, good on you, Beardo. But then he does this like, I'd seen it before, but I don't know. It tickled me last night. Fair play to it. And I was thinking about it, and it was like I kind of miss the days. It was about 2 years ago, when like, if you said something about a debunker, all of us were like, yeah, roar, fuck you. I kind of miss that. What's with the mild cleanser beard of an E45? Yeah, I can't put E45 in my hair, though. John's Sixth Sense with Spirit Meets Science. John's Sixth Sense. Facebook. I might have to have a look at that. What's with the fart noises? That's my way of showing love to the community. I was only going to do it for a week and then find a different noise, but I forgot. Because, professional streamer. I love the sheep's voice in the middle of a sheep-a-thon, watching all his vids from oldest to newest. Yeah, it was random. And it was when me, Mythos, and the sheep all went at the Foreman Brothers. Because Mythos had debunked them, caught them, and I was like, I defend Mythos, even though I'd at that point, the Foreman Brothers used to hang around in these streams. I was like, you're in my stream on Friday, yet you've just called us all haters. You can't have it both ways. I'm giving it all that. And the sheep is like, y'all, me too. It was great. Can we show our love to you, Beardo? You always do. Fat noises work with this community. Yeah, I'm going to try and change the noises up weekly. And just so you guys never know what's going to happen. Because a lot of people have said they're going to miss the Twitch jump scare. So what I'm thinking of doing is I can set donation amounts to trigger certain sounds as long as I can get the chatbot program to work the way I want it to. So it'll be like every donation will be, there'll be a set sound, like a little squeaky fart. But say, $12.48 specifically will be a jump scare sound. But then what I was also going to do is on the longer streams, the daytime streams, like tomorrow we're doing Paranormal Court. I've got my wig, I've got my gavel. When we're doing those streams, what I was thinking of doing, if I can program it, is putting text to speech on. So if people donate £1 or £2 and the program works properly, you can tell it what voice you want and what you want it to say for £2. So, you can either put in your voice, put it in, and it'll read out, a message to the community, a message to me or whatever. Or you can do the stupid shit like CRL used to do, where it was like, my helicopter goes tss, 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 and it gets annoying because it never stops. I haven't lost the Backstreet Boys again. We're going to play the Backstreet... Right, sorry. I have gone over. I don't know if there's a live or a premiere. Has anyone looked? I do apologise. Let me have a look. Who we got on? Nobody. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll send everyone over to Mr. Grey. He's just put out a video today that is very enjoyable. Based on the Stanley Hotel, but done with Mr. Grey's comedic... What is it, Beardo? Gaming up... Oh, yeah. Tomorrow is Paranormal Court. Tomorrow is going to be Paranormal Court. Not gaming, because I'm not playing fucking Warzone. Yeah, tomorrow will be Paranormal Court. Sorry. I should have said that. We have to admit, this channel is awesome, Beardo. Beardo knows how to take a joke and knows how to give it back. We're a legend. Fuck yeah. So what? When Paranormal's got a live up. The Paranormal Court live stream will be 2 p.m. in the afternoon. 2 p.m. in the afternoon. If you miss it, you're not going to miss out, because what I may do is take the separate cases that we look at and the judgment and then turn them into short form content for this channel, so they'll show up in the shorts, things like that. Not yet, Mickey. Not yet. So, I've got to go and eat, because I'm a fat bastard. Do please go and check out Dandalf's new video on the Stanley Hotel. Actually very good. Very funny. Tell him how many times you spot animal. I appreciate you all for hanging around. Over 300 people in for most of the night. Thank you very, 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 very much. Just before we end, because Jerry's in here, and I know Jerry gets full mast for this. Much love to you all. Beardo out. Tell me why he ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why he ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say I want it that way.
I feel like cutting down a bit of guns around in a row. Can I get a row? Dressed up like a T-Rex with that perfect strut. All the people in the chat's just going nuts. You need a row. Can I get a row? If you're not feeling well, it's a nice surprise to get her off a Beardo whenever he's live. With the tiny little arms and the flowing tail. If you don't like it,
I waited longer this time to see if people were still hanging around. And you are. What's wrong with you? Go and watch Standalf. Exactly like I told you to. Why did the ghost have to leave the party early? He had to get his sheet together. Get it? Sheet together? Didn't like it, your band.
I feel like cutting down a bit of guns around in a row. Can I get a row? Dressed up like a T-Rex with that perfect strut. All the people in the chat's just going nuts. You need a row. Can I get a row? If you're not feeling well, it's a nice surprise to get her off a Beardo whenever he's live. With the tiny little arms and the flowing tail. If you don't like it, you can go fuck yourself. Can I get a row?
I saw it.
You can get a row.
Bet you thought they'd gone.
The
Rumble.
object of the day to put